Hey guys. I'm in a bit of a breakup situation at the moment. And I just want to share about my life, basically, what I think, what I feel, how I see things, and what happens in my life, so you can get some inspiration of how to deal with things, how to get out of victim mode and become the leader of your own life, basically. To realize that you are, in fact, the reason there's a word in German and I'm not sure what that is in English, but you're the effect of your own life. It's not the circumstances around you, it's you. And what I mean by that is that, so as I said, I'm in a breakup situation at the moment with someone who's really, really close to my heart. And when we are together, it's like we're so close that nothing can come between us. We're all over ourselves, in a way. And when we're apart, now, I feel we're apart. And it's very interesting to me because yesterday he sent me a message saying, I'm so sorry that I cannot hold you with the love that I feel deep down inside of me. And that was very moving. Like, I went into this phase of being like angry and being like, fuck you for not being able to hold me, for not wanting me, for not, all of this blaming and shaming in a way. And he always said to me, Nadja, you always have your plan Z. And I said, so what is my plan Z then? And he said, well, it's fuck you all. I'm going to do it on my own. I don't need anyone. I'm going to leave. So yesterday when this happened, I went into plan Z. I was like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to go somewhere. Fuck you all. That's exactly how I felt. So it was kind of hilarious to see me in that, but also to embrace the feelings that I had in that moment. Because there was a part of me who was like, Nadja, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have invented that for yourself, this situation. You have put so much effort into that situation being that way, that he's not able to give you and hold you with the deep love that he has for you. And there still was this part who was like, well, I'm the victim here and I'm gonna fuck you all kind of thing. And it was beautiful to embrace that. And it's easy to fall into that, to give someone else the responsibility for your situation. But I couldn't help but also feeling, Nadja, you've done this. It's not just about him. So the question that arose was, what is it inside of me that doesn't allow him to hold me? Why am I rejecting his love? Why am I rejecting the depth of this love? What inside of me doesn't want to be held by the masculine? And I feel that's in all parts of my life, basically. It's with projects, it's with finances, it's with all of that stuff. Why am I not allowing things to hold me? But I feel like I have to give it away straight away. I cannot hold energy. Why is that? And why is it that someone that I feel for so deeply and who feels the same for me, how come we cannot be together? And as painful as that is, I do have to see that for myself. What is it inside of me, and how shaky is the fundament that I'm offering him as well? Because what I've also realized is that I'm opening up to unconditional love, which is a beautiful thing, and it's also very grounding and humbling to see that it's not all possible for me yet. Because every tiny situation that came up, like, we also worked together, and when I was not agreeing with how he behaved, I would doubt the whole relationship. So every tiny thing that I didn't agree with was able to shake the fundament of this relationship, of our connection, of the trust that I have in us, I guess. And if that's the case, that's obviously what he's going to feel, consciously or subconsciously. And obviously he cannot hold me with all of his love, because I'm raging against that. Because I'm also not giving him the security, the support, let's hold us all the way through. You, me, and I, you. And I didn't do that. I pretended to. So it's also on me to learn that, because I've been quite a Plan Z fan. Whenever things get heavy or even intense, and if relationships get into a deeper part of myself, I wouldn't allow them in. I wouldn't allow them to love all parts of me, because I didn't. I didn't want them to see me. And if that's the case, then that's the rejection that I have towards myself, but also towards someone else loving me in that way. So I guess if someone's breaking up with you, the question is, what are you not allowing? Unless there's whatever, but it's always a question, what caused the breakup inside of me? Where was I not open to receive? Because that's the feminine way, isn't it? It's receiving, and it's a masculine holding us. It's also within us, reflected in the external. And I do see that in finances as well. I haven't allowed money to hold me. I've got it and I've given it all away, straight away. So I guess the question is, do I feel, it's not am I worthy, because I am, you are. That's our natural essence. But the question is, do I feel worthy to be held? And that's a no, for me. You see, the question is not whether we are worthy or not. It's not really about the system, because the system is what it is, and the system is worthiness. That's our substance. But it's always, what do I believe? And whatever we believe is true for us. So if I don't feel worthy of being held, obviously no one's going to come and hold me. Or it's not going to be able to hold me in that way, in a way that I long for so deeply. And then it's also about the other person reflecting that to us, isn't it? What is the other person reflecting to us about ourselves? And can we hold that together? And can we be honest about that? Raw and honest, naked, about what's actually behind all of that. And I feel that's somewhat a very, very critical point that I'm at. Do I feel worthy of being held or not? Do I feel worthy of receiving without needing to do anything, without needing to be someone, work on stuff, putting effort into things? I'm not saying putting effort into things is not a good thing. But am I willing to open up to the idea and to the embodiment of feeling worthy? No matter what. Regardless of all the mistakes and all the stuff that's happening, regardless of the mood that I'm in, regardless of the emotions that I feel that arise within me, regardless of how unworthy I feel, can I still feel worthy? And then someone, most probably him, will reflect that to me. So can I stop running away? Starting all over again and again and again and again, finding a new place, finding new people, finding a new partner, blah, 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 blah. Following plan Z till the end of my life. Or can I stay? Can I stay and feel worthy no matter what? So I guess when you're in a situation, in any kind of situation, even if it's a breakup, if it's a fight, if it's whatever, ask yourself, what is my part in that? Why have I allowed that to happen? Why is that person acting that way towards me? And then see what comes up. And I feel that's what integrating all of your parts means. Becoming whole with everything. I mean, becoming whole is again such a phrase, isn't it? Maybe it's accepting to be whole. Realizing that I'm whole. Always. Regardless of, again, emotions, thoughts, behaviors. It doesn't take wholeness from you. Because the essence that I am is whole. It's not like I'm leaking, and I came to this earth with parts missing. And I feel that's what people say when it's about remembering. It's not about fixing, but it's about remembering that you're whole, that I'm whole. And learning to surf the waves that suggest that I'm not. And proving to myself that that's a lie. Deciding not to believe and giving into that anymore. And therefore, integrating all of me. So everything that happens to me is a beautiful opportunity to remember my wholeness and to integrate everything. And I guess that's also what it means that life happens for you. Only good things happen to me because it's always a question of your perspective. Do you want to blame? Be the victim, maybe for a little bit. Dive into Plan Z for a little bit. Fuck everyone. And then become true to yourself. And realizing that I'm not allowing myself to be held, that I haven't, is scary. And acknowledging that, relieving at the same time. It makes space. It allows me to breathe more. It also feels like a lump on my chest. Oopsie. Just by acknowledging that I'm not allowing myself to be held by a masculine, that I feel I have to give, I have to prove, I have to work hard, I have to be of use, and of service in a way, to gain worthiness. So again, it's not wrong to be in service. It's not wrong to make an effort. It's not wrong to work for something. The question is, am I doing that out of joy, or am I doing that because I feel that I'm worthy? And as long as I'm doing that, I'm not free. I'm not free to experience life and its treasures. I'm not free to love unconditionally because I'm putting conditions on myself. So it's on me, freeing the other person from the burden and from the duty to make me feel worthy. And that's so wonderful in this relationship because it doesn't allow me to pretend. As much as that sucks, it's probably the most precious thing. And maybe it's not so much about letting things go, but letting things be. Letting things go is again a movement, an effort. What if allowing things to be as they are is actually the relief? Not trying to change anything. I think many people said it before, everything that you're accepting can change, and what you're not accepting will stay. So I guess that's what it is, letting go versus letting it be. It's interesting because last week I realized that I'm not able to hold money. And this week I get shown that I'm not able to be held. That I'm not able to hold deeply. That's probably not the whole truth. I'm not able to hold deeply. I'm not allowing myself to be held deeply because I'm not holding myself deeply. I am learning to hold money. It feels so good. You cannot imagine. Because I can feel in my being when I say something that's true and when I say something that is not true. And even if it's just this tiny, like I'm not able to hold money, that doesn't feel right. But if I say I'm learning to hold money, that opens up. And therefore I know, okay, I've made a progress. Yes. So I guess this whole conversation that I'm having here with myself and with you is an invitation to hold yourself deeply, to look into yourself, to see what is your part. Why is the other person not able to give you what you want or what you need? Where are you rejecting that? So I want to do everything on my own, and then I'm not vulnerable. And I don't have to open up. I don't have to stay. I don't have to allow someone to hold me. I don't have to rely on anyone, because I always get disappointed. No one can hold me, just as much as I don't want to hold anyone. And that's coming from fear. And from love. Mostly fear, resentment, rejection, and not wanting to be vulnerable. And now I'm going to allow that to move in my body, to be in my body. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Nadja's little world. Just sharing. I love you.